Hey guys, on this episode of Project Carpalooza, we're back with our Project Fit. This is the Fastbrakes Fit. In the previous episode, we did suspension and brakes. On this episode, we're going to start our engine swap. We're going to do a K-Series motor in this. So if you guys are interested in seeing what it takes to get a K-Series in here, that's our next project. Today, though, we're going to have to pull out the old motor. The fit is really similar to the CRZ we just did recently. The subframe is going to have to come down if we come out the bottom. We usually just take the lower control arms off, kind of swing them out of the way. That way we can get to the axles, get to the steering rack. We already disconnected from inside the car, but we can get to the steering rack, you know, the power plugs and everything like that. The lower radiator hose, there's actually a mount underneath the frame rail on this particular car. Once we do that, we go back up to the top of the car and we'll disconnect everything that's connected to the car up top, and then we should just be able to set the motor down on a cart and wheel it out of here. This engine bay is actually quite a bit tighter than the fit in the CRZ. It doesn't fit the K-Series quite as well. I would imagine it actually fits the L15 real well. I think maybe in the next day or so, while we have the motor out, we'll go ahead and give that a try just to kind of see how it works out. I'm curious to see how that motor fits in this car. In fact, maybe I'll pull a bunch of chassis in here and do the L15 in a bunch of different cars. But anyway, AD, take it away. I want to get some gloves before I reach in there. So we have a lot of Black Widows in this state. In fact, this car sat at my house for a month, which is a brand new build, and I was killing probably between 3 and 5 Black Widows every couple days that were out on the patio, and it was because of a nursery that was next door. It's a plant nursery. So there's a lot of webs up in there. I don't know if you saw it on the video, but it was pretty interesting. Oh no, it won't fall. You know why? I haven't taken out the motor mount bolt. Oh.
Yeah.
It is now.
pulley system.
More spider webs. Ah, it pissed. Pissed everywhere. Since you did most of the work up top, I'll let you guide it as I lift the car. Well, we got it out. Just for grins, I think we're actually just going to wheel the L15 over here real quick and just lower it down over top of it and take a quick gander at what we got there. This, of course, is an L15 as well. It shares the same bore spacing as the L15 turbo motor, although that's a much larger motor. You notice this motor is actually kind of tall, and that's mainly because it has the intake manifold up on top of the block. Otherwise, it would be about as tall as actually it'd probably be about an inch taller than like a D15. And I haven't checked, but I would imagine it probably shares the same bore spacing as the D15 motors as well. Anyway, let's just for grins, let's try it in real quick. So this is the L15 that came out of this fit, and here is the L15 motor, turbo motor. It comes in the new SI. If you look at it, they look fairly similar, about the same width overall. I think what's really interesting though is if you come at them from the side, if you come down here and look at them from the side, the turbo motor is a big, massive motor. Now, I don't know. It's going to be kind of a tight fit. Actually, I think it might actually work. I think you might be right, AD. I think it might work. Well, let's roll it in there and see what we got. Too far. All right. Down. Let's go backwards a few inches. Probably have to pull this emissions control stuff off, the hoses off, take the radiator out. Well, it's going to require a little more prep on the chassis right now. I pulled the AC lines out, but it looks like we're going to have to pull the radiator out, the radiator fans, take some of the emissions stuff off, and just see how much room we have in here and whether or not this is a feasible swap. I mean, obviously we could probably move the radiator forward a little bit, the condenser forward. There's plenty of room for an intercooler still, but we're running out of room very quickly on the back side of this engine with some of the emissions control devices and the brake lines and stuff. That doesn't mean this won't fit in here, but it's going to take just a little bit more figuring rather than just as quick, try it in the car. But anyway, I think that's going to be a future episode of Tech Inspection. What we'll do is we'll get the L15, line up all the same cars we used on the K20C try-in, and we'll take this motor and see what it looks like in all those chassis that we did just recently on the K20C. Guys, thanks a lot for tuning in to VTech Academy. If you like what you see, subscribe below. If you have any comments, questions, you want to see certain things, please leave it in the comments below. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos. And of course, if you click on the little bell, that'll give you notifications every time we have a new video up. I'm looking forward to putting a K-Series in this car. I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to redesign the mounts while we're doing that. And what the heck, let's see if we can't get this L15 to fit as well.